Hello friends. When I first started playing golf in Scotland, the other thing I liked to do was play tennis. We had a court just behind the house and the girls were cute, so I enjoyed that. And then about 15 years later, I spent quite a lot of time in Paris and would play every day at the lovely hard courts at Puteaux, which is just west of the city, just northwest of the Bois de Boulogne. So tennis and golf have quite a liaison, and several of the terms in both golf and tennis are in fact French or of French derivation. And the one that comes to mind particularly with tennis is we say love, 40 love, in other words 0. And it's generally surmised that love is a variation of the French word for egg, goose egg, so l'œuf. And so love is French. And then of course in golf you had caddie. The word caddy is a word derived from the French cadet, which means a young gentleman who would carry the clubs. And then there's dormy, which is what happens in match play if you've won as many holes as are left in the game, in the match, then you can't be beaten. So it basically sort of infers that you can relax. And so quite a few similarities. And in terms of playing the game, obviously there's a difference. And I remember that Jack Nicklaus, obviously one of the greatest ever, would purposely, because he loved playing tennis, would actually stop playing a couple of weeks before each of the majors, which were the tournaments he most cared about, 4 of them each year. And he would stop playing tennis about 2 weeks prior because he thought that it wasn't beneficial to his golf game. And you could sort of understand it. It is going side to side, but it's over the top. And also when you're trying to hit correctly, let's say a two-handed shot, which actually only emerged after I'd been playing tennis for a good few years. It was not fashionable to use 2 hands until after I'd almost quit playing the game. And so very similar to golf in that regard, a two-handed movement, but you're trying to hit up to get topspin from the ad side of the court to the other side. And so not exactly fruitful for your golf swing. I suppose the equivalent would be if you hitting a sort of a chip shot across court, but that would probably only be beneficial for your bunker play. So as a result, he would stop playing because he thought that it was beneficial to his golf to do so. So when you're hitting a golf ball, you know, most people are right-handed and they're swinging from right to left. I had the peculiarity of being a left-hander, playing golf right-handed. So I always played tennis left-handed. And so a backhand for me was very similar to a golf swing. And although I never did it double-handed, it always felt like it was actually a little bit more compatible with the motion. Didn't make me a champion. Those people who've been noted champion golfers to be left-handed playing right-handed, even they would say that they didn't think that it was the biggest advantage. The one famous example is Ben Hogan, who said when he was constantly asked about the benefit of left or right-handed being dominant, that when he was swinging well, he wished he had 3 right hands, sort of implying that he gave it a good wallop with that hand and wished he could do more.